Hey guys, welcome back to Drunken Commentary, where we're going to watch some of episode 6, The Day That Was. So, I think I mentioned in the last episode that I actually did catch the first 5 minutes or so of this one, so I do know how it starts off. I'm sorry for that in advance. It was a Netflix snafu, and my bad, I need to pay more attention to things. In my defense, I have been drinking, and if that wasn't obvious from the title, Drunken Commentary. So, we are 8 drinks in, or 9 drinks in at this point. I have eaten, though. I had some amazing bacon mac and cheese from this great place. It's near my house called Jackalope Gastropub. And they are amazing. Highly recommend you check that place out if you're in the Phoenix area. And you can do that. But I've eaten, I've continued drinking, and we're making our way through now on episode 8. Episode 8? Episode 7. The Day That Was. So last episode was really heartwarming. Everyone got a really happy ending, and that endings have all been erased now as 5 has went back in time and erased the last day. Now, I do find it funny how that completely parallels the episode of The Flash where the same kind of thing happens. Flash lives a whole day and then ends up going back in time and reliving the same day. But in that situation, Flash, like the day, in the exact same way, that day led to a lot of big reveals. Like, when the main character found out the identity of the main villain, and there was a huge destruction thing, and a lot of things happened. But it was mostly a negative thing that got reversed by going back in time. In this one, we had a really positive outcome for pretty much all the characters, except now that's all being reversed, which kind of implies that whatever happens in this episode is going to be a lot more negative. So anyways, we're into episode 6, The Day That Was. And we're going to meet Harold Jenkins, I'm assuming. So let's dive into the show. It's weird how confident he is that he has no power. It's like, how does he know? Because even he knows that he didn't get all of them. Unless the reason why he only got a certain number of them is because the other ones died or something. But I'm fixating on this, but it's clearly mentioned that he didn't get more than 40 of them, which means there could be 40 more superpowered individuals. And you could say maybe the other 40 don't have superpowers, but there's no reason to suspect that because we thought, of the 7 he got, 1 didn't have superpowers, which is Vanya, but clearly she did. So far 100% of them have, so there's no reason to assume of the ones he didn't get that they don't also all have superpowers. It's weird because it kind of hinted at us, like we were trying to figure out before who killed their dad, and I think it was hinted in the last couple episodes that it might have been him who killed Reginald Hargraves, but I mean it's clear from this one that he was in jail at the point in time where Reginald died, so clearly he didn't do it. He's just making his plan after the fact. Which indicates there's something else going on with the death of their father. And I don't know. I still don't know who would have killed their father. I see, like, he was a suspect. I didn't really believe he was a suspect, but he was. But now that we know he's innocent, I'm back to assuming. Back to my main theory where he killed himself, because nothing else makes sense right now. I will admit I am kind of a sucker for multiple timelines and stories. I did a review of the episode Remedial Chaos Theory and Community, which I'm going to throw the card up there if you want to see that video. But I love seeing the same events play out in multiple timelines and watching how they change very slightly. So, based off 5 returning at the end of the last episode, I'm assuming that's going to change how this day plays out a lot. This is cool, but they still haven't explained why they believe that the apocalypse needs to happen. And I'm starting to wonder if that's going to be a thing in this season. It feels like they really are taking a lot of inspiration from Community. Sorry, not Community. Heroes. And even season... Oh, sorry guys. Even in season 1 of Heroes, they did clarify, to a pretty drunk degree, pretty clear degree as to why they needed the outcome to happen. And so far, this has not gone in the same direction. They have not in any way clarified why they want the world to end. So that's what I want to find out. Really, I'm more distracted on trying to figure out the question of how we got to the moon and how we got back. Like, can he fly? Does he have a spaceship kicking around somewhere? I have questions. Yeah, I do like how the plots are all starting to converge and everyone's starting to come together. It's Vanya's boyfriend. Wow, I'm surprised. I think it's cool that they didn't change everything. Like, they changed some things, like what some characters do, but not what all of them do. And once again, it's my love of different timelines played out. So Luther and Klaus do the exact same things because nothing about them changed. But 5's reappearance has caused Allison and Diego to do something completely different. And man, did they need them. Like, Klaus really needed Diego and Luther really needed Allison. These two are not doing well for each other. Aw. I wonder if this will help Klaus detox, where... Man, I feel like this group really needed Ben. Like, he was, like, as powerful as Luther, but, like, more level-headed than any of them. So I feel like he probably held this group together more than they're admitting. I love the scene where we're seeing the same termination order from Hazel's perspective, where Hazel is going through the thought process of killing Cha-Cha, and he decides he can't do it in the same way. Cha-Cha was like in love with Hazel. Did not see that coming. I feel like there were more subtle ways to do that. Man, you can't just run away with a guy you just met.
You can't marry a man you just met.
Have we answered the question yet of what killed Ben? Because I'm still wondering that. We know Ben is dead, and we knew he probably died fairly recently because the statue of Ben in the courtyard has him looking pretty adult, and his ghost is pretty adult, so... Like, seriously, what killed Ben? Yeah, ghost guilt. Well, it looks like they found Luther. Oh, and he's on so many drugs, isn't he? Does look like Klaus's ability to hear ghosts is not dependent on his ability to hear, because I would not imagine Ben being able to talk to Klaus at that volume in this club. Yeah, go Klaus. Oh, that's crazy. This is triggering some sort of PTSD flashback for him. I can kind of see the ending coming together, but I feel like we have all the pieces. We know who the bad guy is. We know Vanya has crazy, dangerous superpowers. We know Allison should just use her powers again, and I'm confused why she's not. Like, this is a world-saving situation. You can get rid of this problem by just saying the word. He's making some really bold assumptions to what her powers are. Like that she has, like, telekinesis or something. But that's, like... She seems like the Jean Grey of mutants so far. How can she not see the cracks right now? Like, he's clearly acting like an evil villain. Right under the bed. I love how she poked the Chinese food. Like, did you think he was hiding in the Chinese food? Oh, well, he's clearly, like, being knocked into limbo or something. And he's gonna see his dad. I'm just guessing characters that we know are dead that he hasn't seen yet. So I guess I still do have that running theory that his dad is still alive. I gotta say, it takes a lot of effort to be agnostic in a world where you can see the dead people. It's like, how can you not believe in spirits when you can actually see them? It's one thing for us who just have to take it on faith, but if you can actually see them and commune with the dead, how can you not believe in spirits and life after death? It's his barber. He's overdue for a haircut! No idea. Oh my god, it is his dad. Obviously someone we've seen before, otherwise what's the point of covering his eyes? See, wasn't this what I was saying before? I can't remember if I said this, but I was saying he's going to end up being one of the most powerful ones, and he's like, when he sobers up, his powers are going to be way more profound than what he's able to do right now. Oh, wow, so it actually was... Okay. But from what? He did kill himself. The biggest reveal of all reveals. Just like usual, right before the most important sentence gets said, he goes back. I expected him to at least say something cryptic before he went back, but yeah, go straight back. I don't believe this scenario either. These guys are working with evil villain McEvil villain to like get a response out of Ellen Page, Vanya. I mean, if he did, that would be really smart, but meet new people and kill him. This is sad. Chacha's just heartbroken. I think this show did a great job of fleshing out their relationship, and it's really highlighted to us that they would never be able to kill each other. I do get. I'm saying that seems righteous after Cha attempted to shoot Hazel through the shower curtain, but I mean, if through a shower curtain, I don't think if if Cha actually saw Hazel, she wouldn't have been able to pull the trigger. This is so cool because it's like, I'm assuming that's the episode end, but it's ending with like all the characters split up. Like Vanya's with Evil Man and 5 is unconscious, and Diego's in prison, and Luther's getting laid. And Klaus is looking for Luther, but he's not there. So it's like the entire team is split up right now. I'm still curious to know how it's going to end. And Allison's bailing to go see her daughter, which is like... It's understandable, but I mean, it just doesn't service the plot right now. And I understand it, and if I was in her position, I would do the same thing probably. But I'm not a character in a story, and as a viewer, I wish Allison was staying with the rest of the group. And I guess the story from the next couple episodes on is going to be how they come back together and how they deal with the threat, which I still haven't figured out what it is. But considering they're steadily building up Vanya's power level, I'm still assuming it's her. Especially since we're like 3 episodes from the finish line. And 3 episodes from the finish line, and we still haven't introduced any other characters who could be a threat. So I still have to assume it is Vanya. So, especially with that article from Reginald's book that says that she's dangerous and should be kept sedated at all times. So I still assume that it's her, but I guess we'll find out. And so I'll see you guys in episode 8, and thanks for tuning in to Drunken Commentary. And I hope you guys got what you're asking for and expecting. See you in the next episode. Bye.